Hey, this is Wyatt with the Creative Habits Podcast, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 strategies for kicking your addiction to buying online courses. You know, the funny thing is, about 97% of people who take online courses actually don't get the desired outcome. And what's so odd about this is it doesn't prevent anybody from buying new courses. I think of it this way. What happens is when you see a course and you purchase it, you basically are satisfying a particular demand in your mind. All kinds of chemical firing that goes on in your brain. But the end result is you've satisfied a particular demand when you purchase the course itself. And in some ways, just by purchasing, you haven't even taken the course. You haven't learned a thing. Yet in your mind, you've actually learned what you've just bought. I know it sounds weird and it's also pretty much impossible, but it does satisfy demand in your mind. So you purchase the course and it satisfies demand, which is why most people don't even need to open a course. They get the feel good from purchasing the course and they don't have to go further. Now, what's funny about this is when you look at courses, they'll often, here's one funnel away challenge. I love this. I've taken it twice, highly recommend it. You can get this course below and it's 30 days. It's hands down one of the best challenges you'll ever go through. But here's one of the things that gets me. Doesn't matter if it's one funnel away challenge or any other course. What they say is altogether you'll get 51 recordings and over 40 hours of training. Now, for many people, this is like, oh, that's such a good deal. It's like 500 pages in a book and the book's only $1. Wow, that's such a good deal. The flip side of your mind doesn't realize, oh my God, 40 hours of training, 51 recordings. I'm going to have to go through all that. Of course, they make it a benefit because you can listen to all the audio recordings, which is great. I mean, again, the one funnel away challenge is awesome. But here's the thing. When you see, over 51 recordings, 40 hours, when people are talking about how many modules they have and how many videos you're going to have to watch, try to twist that a little bit and realize that's all the stuff you're going to have to go through. One of the best things I like is when trainings simplify it down so that I don't have to slog through all that. I'm not saying for this particular course, this covers a lot, and that's actually a short amount of time for what it covers. And actually purchasing these courses is a form of procrastination because you don't actually, you satisfy the demand, but you don't actually do the course. And then you see another course and you buy it. Again, you satisfy that demand in your mind. Ooh, I have to do this. But you don't actually take the course and you don't implement. That's the biggest thing that, course creators will complain about is that students just don't implement. There isn't that interactivity. That's not true with the One Funnel Away Challenge in terms of interactivity and a lot of people helping you in it. Okay, so here it is. 3 strategies to get past your online course buying addiction. Here's the first one. You need to go to one of the courses you are hands down, you were inspired to really get. You wanted to get this course, okay? Let's go back to the One Funnel Away Challenge. You're all in for that. Okay, you want to do the challenge. So you've gotten the challenge and you're all set. When you were buying the course, what stuck out that made you really, really want it? And you need to write that down and have an image or a quote that reminds you why you bought the course. Because what you want to do is you want to look at that quote. You want to look at that image and you want to re-inspire yourself as to why you bought the course. Because once you re-inspire yourself, it'll reduce the need to go and get that at the course. One thing you can do is go back to the sales page, the place where you got the course, and look at what got you to say yes to purchasing. At a dead-end job you hate, you want to start your own business. Maybe you're feeling stuck. You want to reach more people, or you're saying, okay, with One Funnel Away Challenge, you finally want to create an irresistible offer and you want a simple way to sell that doesn't involve an expensive website. So that might be your reason, in which case you want to make that front and center. You want to write that out, or maybe you have an image, something that represents that irresistible offer, that represents a funnel, that represents getting unstuck. You have that image and you put it somewhere where you can basically look at that and get re-inspired. Now, if you need to, when you're going through the course, if you find something in the course, a quote that the person said, one of the instructors or another person said, you can use that quote as an updated inspiration for keeping you in the course and not straying and starting something else. Okay, now the second one in the 3 strategies to overcoming your addiction to buying online courses has to do with asking yourself, what is the ultimate outcome from the course. Now, that course you got inspired by to really get. You know why? Because you've gone through that exercise. But what is the ultimate outcome from the course? Okay, so let's go to the One Funnel Away Challenge to look at how this could be applied. You've decided you want to do the One Funnel Away Challenge. You've decided your why is to create a funnel for your business. You've heard about funnels and you're like, okay, I want to create a funnel. The ultimate outcome then is to have a funnel that works. The other thing you realize is when you're taking the One Funnel Away Challenge, you're going to update your product to an irresistible offer. And you're going to have a simple funnel to sell it. Boom. There's your outcome. You'll know if you made it if you have an irresistible offer and if you have a funnel to sell it. So knowing that ultimate outcome is key because then you can say, did I make it? Did I not make it? When you see another course, you can remind yourself again with an image of a funnel or an image of your irresistible offer, an image that reminds you as to what the ultimate outcome is so that you get re-inspired to actually get to that outcome. Now we're on to the third strategy in our overall 3 strategies, but listen to the end because I've got a 4th bonus strategy plus a cool tip that may actually increase your ability to go through a particular course. Okay, so this 3rd strategy is when will you reach the outcome from the course? And this is key because it allows you to pinpoint in your calendar the deadline date and make yourself accountable because you want to post that. You want to share that. I'm taking this course. I'm going to be done by da-da-da. And post it and make yourself accountable. One of the best things you can do is if there's other people going through the course with you, go ahead and grab a couple of them and band together to make yourselves accountable. Kind of like a mini mastermind for that particular course. Just create it yourself. Just grab 1 or 2 people that you think are cool. Go through the people that are in the course. Find a couple that you think you might resonate with and go ahead and see if it's a match to just for the course to make a mini mastermind. It'll keep yourself accountable, really help you through the obstacles. So ask yourself, when will you reach the outcome from the course? Put in your calendar, and then you know that's when the date is. And keeping that reminder keeps you on track. Having yourself accountable when you make it public keeps you on track. Joining other people in the group as a mini mastermind keeps you on track. Okay, so here's a bonus for you, and it has to do with how much time you need to commit to the course. And this one is important. It's how much time do you need to commit each day or each week to the course. And if you know how much time you need to dedicate, like let's go back to the One Funnel Away Challenge. With the One Funnel Away Challenge, how much time would you need to commit? And in general, it's about 1 to 2 hours a day. Now, you need to be really ruthless then in carving out the time. So how much time do you need to commit to the course? And a lot of factors go into this, but in general, they should give you some indication on a ballpark of how much time most people will need to commit to the course to finish it in the general outline that they've promised you when they sold you the course. Now, so 30 days, let's say. If you want to finish the course in 30 days, then you need to commit 1 to 2 hours to finish that course. Knowing how much time you need to commit is really important. But then once you've committed that time, you decide when in your schedule you carve out the time, and then you're ruthless. You're ruthless about not allowing that time to be eaten away by other commitments. This is a commitment to the course, and you need to make it and put it in your schedule. One of the biggest failures I've experienced and other people I've talked to experienced is this not carving out the time, because then other things get in the way and it becomes the last thing that you do in the day. And, I guess I'll catch up tomorrow. And then you miss 1 or 2 days and suddenly it's really hard to catch up with the course. So know how much time you need to commit. Carve it out and be ruthless about protecting that time. Go back to the images, to the quotes, to the images, the reason why you took the course. It's really important to really re-engage with those images, because then it gives you the wherewithal, the energy, the why and the commitment to just go ahead and say no to things so you can say yes to the course. Okay, but that's not all, because I got one last thing for you. I've got one cool thing you can do when you see that other sexy online course just whistling to you and saying, hey, come on, this is really good. So let's say your course is 30 days long, and one of the things that'll happen to you is that you'll get enticed by other courses. And there'll be sexy online courses, and they will be trying to pull you in. I mean, make no mistake about it. You'll see it on Facebook. You'll see it on YouTube. These other courses that really draw you in. And let's say you're drawn in by one and you say, oh, make epic videos for the internet. If you're taking the One Funnel Away Challenge, let's say you think, oh, if I can make epic videos, that makes a lot of sense. It supports my funnels that supports my irresistible offer. I should just do that because it actually supports the offer. It actually supports the other course. It makes a lot of sense. And it's only $13 for one day only. Okay. Here's what you can do when you see this, when you see another course that's really sexy and you think, "Ooh, this looks so good. It's got good reviews. It's got really good, potentially some really good content, and it's a really good price." And you're like, "I want to take advantage of this one day only at this price." Udemy always has those one day only, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, you're really enticed by this. Here's what you do. You're going to stop. You're going to go back to the course that you actually purchased. Let's say that's the One Funnel Away Challenge. Okay. You're going to go into the challenge itself and you're going to listen to one of the modules, or you're going to re-listen to one of the trainings, and you're going to implement. So what happens is you're going to satisfy your need to buy that other course by actually completing an item on a current course. And so you're actually getting nourishment. Buying the course is like eating junk food. It gives you a high, but then it goes away because you have all that stuff you need to go through with the course. Instead of relying upon that junk food, go into the existing course, okay? Let's say it's the One Funnel Away Challenge, and complete, read a chapter in the book, or complete one of the items you need to in the workbook, and get something done. And that's nourishment for you. You actually satisfy the demand in your mind while at the same time helping to complete an existing course and get to the outcome you actually want. So when you see that other sexy course, remember, go back to your existing course and just dive into it. Get one particular thing done, or look at a training that you haven't viewed yet, and satisfy the demand that's more long-term than the high of actually buying a course that looks like a really good deal. Okay, so I really hope that's helped you. If you want to get some more cool inspiration and creative habits and exercises and challenges, subscribe to the Creative Habits Podcast YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.